This a long way to the sweetest girl.
The late Daniel Arap Moi Elias Anyao, the second president of Republic of Kenya, was born on 2nd of September 1924 into the Tugen Saba group of the Kalenjin people in Rift Valley of Kutengo. His father died when he was still young. His mother therefore took over and raised the family single-handedly. Moi's paternal uncle, Senior Chief Kiplabet, arranged for him to attend African Mission School at Kabartonjo. He would then be baptized at Kabartonjo Mission School and called Daniel. He received further training at Kagumo Teachers College. Afterward, he went to teach at a government school and worked as a teacher till 1955 before joining politics. He was later elevated to an assistant principal of Tambachi Government School. He was later elevated to an assistant principal at Tambachi Government African Teachers College. He entered into politics as a member of the Legislative Council for Rift Valley, taking over from Dr. John Oletameno. He would later join the Kenya Delegation Conference. In 1960, him together with Ronald Ngala founded the Kenya African Democratic Union KANDU as a rival party to Jomo Kenyatta's Kenya African Union KANU. After independence, Kenyatta became the Prime Minister and later the President of the new nation. He then convinced Mzee Moi to intertwine their parties into one. Moi will later be appointed to Kenyatta's government and then promoted to be the Vice President in 1967. He will later take over as the President of the Republic of Kenya in 1978 after the death of Mzee Jomo Kenyatta, despite opposition from a Kikuyu elite known as Kiambu Mafia. Per the Constitution, a special president election for the balance of Kenyatta's term was to be held on 8th of November 90 days later. That never happened, as the cabinet held a special cabinet meeting without him and decided that no one else was interested and went around the country campaigning for him to be declared elected and opposed. He was
Daniel Arap Moi
was therefore sworn in as the second president of Kenya on 4th of October 1978. He was popular with widespread support all over the country as he toured and came into contact with the people, contrast to his predecessor Kenyatta's style of governing being closed doors. But he failed to dismantle Kenyatta's dictatorial style rule and ruthlessly suppress political opponent.
Pana kueneza fitina yote, rumors na kadhalika, kwa sababu watu hawa ambao na ruka kichwa wanaeleza uvumi. Hata anasema Moi mgonjwa wapi, kuja hapa.
Despite earning an award of a professor of politics, his legacy was tarnished by economic stagnation and accusation of corruption. He rewarded loyalties, and as the consequences, the government perhaps became enormous corrupt. Moi managed to unite Kenyans during his tenure despite establishment of multi-party democracy in 1992.
Sema juu ya kutafuta kura, tafuteni kura kwa amani. Kama mtu anakataza wewe kura, hapana kasirika, hiyo ni haki yake. Ukitaka mayai safi, lazima kutafuta njia ya kuona na mayai mazuri, njia ndani ya maji. Yale ambayo haina uzito mbaya.
He is credited by some with mentoring many former and current leaders. Under his regime, he introduced free meal program for children, released all political detainees, and he abolished land buying companies that had swindled from small landowners. Later in 2002, he was constitutionally barred from running in for presidential election. Some of his allies floated the idea of amending the constitution to allow him to run for a third term.
So Kenyan, today I hand over the heavy burden of office.
Instead, he preferred to retire, choosing Uhuru Kenyatta, the son of his predecessor, as his successor. However, Mwai Kibaki was elected by a 2-1 majority over Uhuru Kenyatta, which was confirmed on 29th of December 2002. After leaving the presidency, Moi quietly largely shunned by Kenya's political establishment but drew crowds in public. In 2005, he proposed a new constitution which was defeated in a referendum. In 2007, he was named a special envoy to Sudan by then-President Mwai Kibaki. Mzee Moi had been ailing for several months. On October 25th last year, he was diagnosed with a left pleural effusion lung condition characterized by fluid building up outside the lung, which worsened his already ill health. After a prolonged intubation, a procedure used to place flexible plastic tube into the trachea to maintain an open airway. Dr. Silverstone called in an ear, nose and throat ENT surgeon to perform a tracheostomy to help him to breathe after he developed breathing complications. On Tuesday morning of 4th of February 2020, President Uhuru Kenyatta confirmed Moi's demise to the public before departing for a meeting in America. He died while receiving treatment at Nairobi Hospital. His body was later moved to Lee Funeral Home.
He passed on this morning at 5:20. He passed away peacefully. I was by his side, and as a family we've accepted, and mine is just to give my heartfelt gratitude to all Kenyans and non-Kenyans for the prayers and thoughts that have been given to Mzee and to our family.
We know that the days ahead are going to be tough for all of us, both young and old, and we therefore ask for your prayers to the family and the people of Kenya who are bereaved by this great loss of someone they loved and lived with all their lives.
President Uhuru Kenyatta ordered all flags to be flown at half-mast during the morning period till 12th of February this year, when his body is expected to be interred. He received top military and civil honors in an elaborate state funeral at his home in Kabarak, whereby the state is expected to take over the funeral ceremony. Prominent leaders, for instance President Uhuru Kenyatta, former President Mwai Kibaki, Deputy President William Ruto, and former Prime Minister Raila Odinga, just to mention a few, eulogized Mzee Moi and held his regime of uniting Kenyans by preaching peace, love and unity. To Kenyans, they chose to remember Daniel Arap Moi in their own ways. When he retired on December 27, 2002, some termed it as a good riddance to a strong man, but majority have praised him in his death for keeping the country intact during his 24 years rule. Sport fraternity in Kenya have praised the country's second head of state for holding various giant sporting infrastructure during his tenure. Moi
nitajiuzulu ama nitastaafu kipindi hiki cha miaka mitano ikisha. Wengine hawakuamini. Haiwezekani kiongozi kuruka hapa, kesho anaruka hapa, kesho anaruka hapa.
Sporting infrastructure during his tenure. Moi International Sports Center, Kasarani and Nyao Stadium built during his tenure stand out, having hosted all past events. He has left 7 children. Many thanks for the Star Online newspaper, the Daily Nation newspaper, bbcnews.com, cnnnews.com. Protas Nyansera for PTV.
Unaongoza Raisi Moi kweli, asante sana.
Raisi wa Kenya, mteule Moi, sote tunaimba kwa furaha tele.
Imbo ya nyayo yatuongoza kwenda mbele.